first glance, the vast affected areas might look like lush fields of flowering plants or crops. Upon closer inspection, the invasive plant ipomoea reveals its true destructive nature. The plant has overrun critical grazing lands, rendering them unusable for livestock farming.
Miaka 3 iliyopita ndio ilianza kumea. Tukaona sasa nyasi zimeanza kuisha juu ya hii mmea. Tukaendelea hivyo, tukaona wanyama ni mpaka uende watafutie juu nyasi sasa asikui.
In Nasaru Olosho Kajiado East constituency, the once thriving rangelands have been transformed into dense, weed-filled fields. According to Jackson Ngananai, the CEO of Nasaru Olosho Conservancy, ipomoea is spreading uncontrollably.
Zile acreage ambazo zimekuwa affected hapa Nasaru actually ni more than 4,000 na saa hii tumeweza kutoa 2,000 in the 4 blocks.
Out of the studies by the county, 30% of Kajiado County is actually invested by these invasive species, and this reduces the quality of the rangeland and more importantly makes it impossible for livestock and wildlife to thrive.
Residents have expressed their frustration, calling for the national government to intervene.
This is just an innocent looking, fluffy and healthy leaf. But to the residents of Kajiado, as you can see left behind me, this has become a headache. It is ipomoea, the weed that is preventing them from grazing here, since it allows no grass to grow underneath it. And also it poses a risk since it's so easy for wild animals to hide within them and attack either the livestock or the grazers taking care of them.
Hapo pahali kuna ipomoea hakuna nyasi kabisa. Sasa wanatoroka wakienda kutafuta pahali pengine. Kwanza ukiona wakati mchana yote uoni wanyama wakiwa karibu.
Wakati imejaa hapo karibu na bomani, kwa kweli wanyama wa misitu wanajificha ndani. Unapata hata mbuzi ananyakuliwa na fisi ama simba hapo karibu, manake inamea, inakuwa kubwa na inaficha wanyama. Sasa hapo utajaribu kuja jioni, ukijaribu kuhesabu mbuzi wako na hawajaenda malisho mbali, unapata wamenyakuliwa na hao wanyama wa pori.
Evelyn Ryan, a local resident, says the invasive species is not only displacing grazing land but also contributing to soil degradation and security for both their livestock and children.
Hata kwa wanadamu, wakati kuna hiyo ipomoea mingi, kulikuwa na homa nyingi sana. Kila saa watu wanapelekwa hosi juu ya magonjwa.
Ile ambaye kuna ipomoea ambaye inakuwa refu, acha hii fupi. Na hiyo ikiwa refu, pia wakati mwingine ukijaribu kutuma watoto waende malishoni, wanapotea. Unamtafuta kwa muda mrefu.
Experts from WWF Kenya and local authorities say the ipomoea is not native to Kenya. In arid areas like Kajiado, the plant thrives unchecked. Women in particular have borne the brunt of this ecological crisis, as they are traditionally responsible for grazing animals and fetching firewood in these regions.
25 acres ambayo ndio ilitolewa ya ipomoea, na hapo bado haijatutosha, kwa sababu ukijaribu kuangalia kwa shamba unaweza pata ni kasehemu kidogo limetolewa. Bado kuna ipomoea ingine mingi sana. Hatupei kaeze kumea na kukomaa, maana ikikomaa inamwaga mbegu, na ikimwaga mbegu inaanza kumea tena. Kwa hivyo tukagundua siri, afadhali tuitoe ikiwa changa ili isiendelee tena kukua tena.
WWF Kenya representative Jackson Kipligat has called for collaboration between local communities, county governments and researchers to find lasting solutions. He emphasizes that uprooting efforts need to be paired with scientific research and policy changes to effectively contain the spread of ipomoea.
Physical methods, maybe chemical methods, and any other methods that may be proposed by research to provide a long-term solution towards the best ways of removal.
There's different ideas, and the best, of course, is if such invasive species can be brought to new uses, like producing charcoal, producing new products that need to be developed. And this is the research currently going on. And we need to organize exchange between different countries and partners to find out what methods there are.
But what do researchers have to say about the controlling of ipomoea?
You must make problems with simple solutions, and I have seen in southern Africa that they use the cattle to image that what is buffaloes and lions doing, a stampede, and with a stampede you destroy all that what the animals do not like the shrubs and this invasion plates you have here. I could recommend to test it here as a research project and probably helping the people here to make it much easier than with a manual clinic.
Efforts to combat the invasion are gaining momentum, with WWF Kenya recently partnering with local residents to clear 1,840 hectares of infested land as part of an ongoing initiative.
So WWF, working with the community of Nasaru Olosho Conservancy, have removed already about 2,000 acres that had been invested by these invasive species. And we are still working with the Conservancy to reduce, or rather to remove, another additional 2,000 acres of ipomoea.
So we still have some more areas that are being occupied by this invasive that we need to work on it, so that we can say we have eliminated it completely.
Residents of Kajiado, Laikipia and other affected counties are now urging the government to fast-track solutions and allocate more resources for research and mitigation measures.
Matumaini zaidi ya kwamba itakuja iwe ya kwamba ni ipomoea sisi tukitoa, lakini mahali pengine tutapata ya kwamba itakuja kutusaidia. Maybe tunaweza pata imekuja kuwa tunaweza tengenezewa na ikakuwa manyua.
For Voice of Nature, I'm David Kagina.